Hi everyone, and welcome to episode number 165 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit, and get into some other crafting shenanigans. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. It is Saturday, June the 10th, 2023, and it's a gorgeous day out today. It's in the upper 70s Fahrenheit, mostly sunny, a few little puffy white clouds here and there. It's a gorgeous day out. So it's gorgeous out. We are in desperate need of rain though. We haven't had rain in some time. It's getting quite dry. There are a lot of risks of fires around here. We need rain. But that aside, I've had a fun week with my knitting so far. And I've got a lot done, but it doesn't seem like I have a lot to show for it. And you'll see what I mean in just a couple minutes. So I have my first whip that I've spent some time on this week is in my Moonstone Dye Works project bag. And these are my June toe up sort of shorty socks. And I've made a little bit of progress on there, but not a whole heck of a lot. I was at the cat marker when you saw them last. So I've added about 10-15 rounds. I'm still loving this color. This is such a nice color. So these, I will probably work on these again. I only worked on these at church on Sunday. That's it. That's the only time I worked on them. So the yarn again is from Orlando Fiber Arts, and it was a 12-day 50-gram yarn advent calendar. And instead of opening it over the 12 days of Christmas, I opted to open each of the 12 days on the first of each of the 12 months of the year. And I am knitting a pair of sort of shorty socks, toe up, 2 at a time, with each of the 12 yarns. That's what I have so far, the first 5 months, and those are my June ones now. And I am still loving working on these socks. I'm looking forward to opening July. That's still quite a ways away, but I am looking forward to opening up July and seeing what that yarn brings. I've really enjoyed all of the yarns out of that advent calendar. Love it. And I love the 50-gram skeins of yarn. That's what I'm really into right now, is I love these 50-gram skeins of yarn. They're perfect size for making myself a pair of vanilla sort of shorty socks. And I can use up all the yarn while I'm at it and have a pair of socks that fit my foot and go up my leg just the right amount for my pudgy legs. It's a Coke Zero kind of day. Haven't switched to water yet, but the other project I have spent pretty much all of my spare time on this past week have been my Super Sock World Champion Zinja socks. One sock is done. I was way up here at this blue marker when you saw me last. So I've finished the leg, done the heel turn, and gone all the way down the foot. And these markers are here to mark. We had to do 60 rounds on the foot. So these markers are indicating that car sounds so goofy. Little toot 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 toot, little backfiring down the road. Anyway, we had to mark every 10 rounds, and we needed 60 rounds from the end of the leg chart and the beginning of the heel gusset all the way down to when we could start the toe. So there's the first sock finished. So again, this is a pattern by Bridget Frere, and it's called Zinja. And this is such a fun knit. I've really enjoyed doing these little cablies, and it's basically a mosaic type design with the cables are done using slip stitches, and it's really, I really like it. I think the cables just look so good. And the yarn I used, I haven't put those away yet, is Valley Yarns Huntington. And the purpley color is red purple. And the yellow is mustard. Hope those are focusing. So that's the first sock finished, and then I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the second sock, if I wanted to reverse the colors, do it the same. There was enough yarn. I had a 50-gram skein of each of the mustard and red purple. So there was enough yarn there that if I had wanted to, I could have done the second sock exactly the same. But I decided to do the complete mirror. So there is where I'm at with the second sock. And I love both of these. They look so different. I have the leg is finished. I just have this marker here to tell me which is the beginning of round. The heel turn, heel flap is done, and I'm about halfway down the foot, roughly. I have 10, 20, 30. Yeah, I've done just over 30 rounds on the foot. The orange markers aren't as easy to see as the white ones were. I don't have more white ones. But I've done 30 rounds so far, so I will continue working on this. I was really hoping I would have this finished to show you the completed pair today, but it didn't happen. So I still have about 30 rounds to go on the foot, and then I'm ready to do the toe, and that one's done. The first one, all the ends are tucked in. This one I'll just have 4 ends to tuck in once I get the toe done, and I will do the toe in purple as well. So that's been a really fun knit. I've really enjoyed it, and now it's just simple stripes, so it's going around and around, stocking it and around and around and around in circles. So it's nice, straightforward, and easy right now. So like I said, I'm really enjoying working on those socks. And I'm kind of hoping I'll get them finished. It's not quite 1:30 right now today, so I'm kind of hoping I can finish them today. I might be able to finish them today. If not, I should be able to finish them tomorrow. We shall see. But they'll be done soon. And they're part of, as I think I've talked about in a few other episodes, they're part of the Super Sock World Championship. And this is another sock knitting contest that's hosted mostly through Ravelry. And this is the qualifying round pair of socks, or one of the 2 options for the qualifying round. So once you've registered for it, the qualifying round runs from June 1st till June 15th this year, and you have to knit a pair of one or the other, the high octane or low octane, those are low octane, pair of socks during the 2-week window. And as long as they're done to the specifications, you go forward in the competition and you'll get the rest of the socks. This one doesn't have the same type of pressure that Sock Madness has on it. This one, you can opt in and out as you want. The only part that is required is the qualifying round pair of socks. If you complete the qualifying round, you get the remaining patterns. If you do not complete the qualifying round, you're out. So I am honestly not sure how many of the rounds I will complete this year. I suspect I won't get much done in July when I'm out of town, especially the first two and a half weeks of July. So I won't have easy access. I'll be at my mom's. She does not have a printer. So, and I don't have easy access to anyone that does have a printer where my mom lives. So I wouldn't be able to print out the pattern. I have sketchy internet access as well when I'm there. So I'm not going to be trying to keep up and compete during the time that I'm out of town over my holiday. We'll see after the 15th if I opt to do the first round or the first lap of the competition. It'll all depend on what the pattern is, or what the choice of the two patterns are. And I will decide that once the patterns come out. In the meantime, we have until the 15th, sometime on the 15th of June, to have the qualifying round of socks complete. So that's not till Thursday. So I'll have no troubles finishing this pair of socks between now and Thursday. Like I said, I hope I have them done today. We shall see. So once those are done, I'm going to spend the rest of my time working on my penguono, which I did not touch this past week. It's still sitting in the bag. It hasn't seen the light of day since I last worked on it, and when I last showed it to you last week. So I want to get back on working on that. So again, that's one that I will work on while I'm in front of the computer, so I can sit all the fabric on top of the desk in front of me and not have to have that huge big pile of squishy warm fabric sitting on my lap when it's getting hot. No, but it's not going to work for me. So I will be alternating my time in the next week working on penguono, finishing the Zinja socks, working on penguono, and working on my June sort of shorty socks. I still have not cast on my Salty Air Tea, and I'm kind of thinking now I'm going to hold back on that for probably another week and try to get penguono finished this week. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it done this week, but I'm going to see how much progress I can make on it, because I will have a goodly amount of time to work on it in the next week. I do have some work-related things that I need to work on during the week as well, but there will be time to get a nice amount of knitting done. And otherwise, this might be a short episode. I was wondering if I would have a lot to natter about or not. I did order a big package of fingering weight bear yarn again. I haven't had any for a while. I do need more of it for my sort of shorty socks because I do love the bear as the toe, heel, and the little pop of color. I do like the bear for that. And I want to get back into dyeing some yarn again. I haven't done any and it's been a while, and I want to get back to it. I've used up some of these colors here. I still have the sock weight yarn on this side, but what I want to do is, the yarn I've ordered are 100 gram skeins, but I'm thinking I might want to break those down into 50 gram skeins each, and maybe start selling some of the yarn, see if I can create some repeatable colorways, and see if I want to reopen and get my Etsy shop back up and running. I'm not sure if there's any interest in anyone buying some of my yarn. I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking I might like to get back into dyeing. It's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm really hooked on the 50-gram skeins, so I'm thinking maybe I will knit up some sample socks for myself and be able to have those so people to see what they would look like knit up with some repeatable colorways. We'll see. It's something I've been mulling over. But I did order some bare yarns, so I am honestly leaning towards maybe getting some 50-gram colorways listed to sell. We'll see. Let me know if there's any interest in that or not. Either way, I'll happily knit my own yarn. But other than that, not much else is news. This has kind of been short and boring. We had a lot of smoke coming down this far from the wildfires in eastern Canada. Hope those are settling down up there. The air quality is a lot better. It wasn't good. My hubby didn't mix well with him. He has respiratory problems at the best of times. So he had some issues with breathing the last couple days with all the smoke in the air. So I'm really glad that's seeming to have cleared up for the most part. So hopefully things settle down and we get some rain. Not thunderstorms and lightning, just rain. Everywhere where we need rain. But on that note, I think I'll let you go. This is a short little one today, as far as my nattering can go. Take care, and I will see you guys again in a week. Bye now.